The story of Sodom and Gomorrah, found in the book of Genesis, is one of the most well-known accounts in the Bible. These cities were located in the plain of Jordan, near the Dead Sea. The exact locations of the cities remain uncertain, but they are traditionally believed to be in the area now submerged by the southern part of the Dead Sea. The story of Sodom and Gomorrah vividly contrasts hospitality with moral decay, offering timeless lessons that resonate through the ages. Sodom and Gomorrah were destroyed by God due to their grievous sins. This destruction serves as a warning against extreme sin and moral corruption. The judgment upon Sodom and Gomorrah speaks not only of divine retribution, but also underscores themes of mercy, compassion, and the power of intercession. It highlights the profound impact of individual choices amidst a backdrop of moral decay. The characters in these cities, through their choices and actions, shape their own destinies. Beyond its historical context, the story serves as a mirror reflecting our own lives and societal values, warning against the consequences of moral decline. While interpretations vary, the story suggests that the sins of Sodom and Gomorrah encompassed not just sexual transgressions, but also a broader disregard for empathy and respect toward others. Meanwhile, give us a few seconds to thank everyone who has subscribed, liked, and shared our videos. If you haven't yet, please subscribe to our channel, like the video, and hit the notification bell to stay updated and help us grow even more. Now, let's begin. The sins of Sodom and Gomorrah had reached such a magnitude that their outcry had reached heaven. 3 angels visit Abraham and inform him of God's plan to destroy Sodom and Gomorrah due to their grave sinfulness. Genesis 18 verses 20 to 21 states, "Then the Lord said, the outcry against Sodom and Gomorrah is so great and their sin so grievous that I will go down and see if what they have done is as bad as the outcry that has reached me. If not, I will know." Abraham intercedes on behalf of the cities, asking if God would spare them if righteous people are found there. God agrees that he will not destroy the cities if even 10 righteous people are found. It shows God's willingness to listen to Abraham's plea and his justice in sparing the cities if there were righteous inhabitants, though ultimately the cities were not spared due to their overwhelming sinfulness. Genesis 19 narrates the events surrounding the destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah. 2 angels arrive in Sodom in the evening and are met by Lot, Abraham's nephew, who is sitting at the city gate. Lot insists on offering the angels hospitality, despite their initial intention to stay in the town square. He recognizes their divine nature and invites them to stay at his house. Before they go to bed, the men of Sodom surround Lot's house and demand that he bring out the visitors so they can have relations with them. This act highlights the extreme wickedness and lack of hospitality in the city. Lot goes out to plead with the mob, offering his 2 virgin daughters instead, but they refuse. The angels pull Lot back into the house, strike the men with blindness, and warn Lot about the impending destruction. The angels then urgently instruct Lot to gather his family and leave the city because God has decided to destroy it due to its overwhelming wickedness. As dawn breaks, the angels press Lot to hurry, emphasizing the imminent destruction. Lot hesitates, so the angels physically lead Lot, his wife and his 2 daughters out of the city. They are instructed to flee to the mountains and not look back. As soon as Lot reaches the small town of Zor, which he had pleaded to escape to, instead of the mountains, God rains down burning sulfur, brimstone, on Sodom and Gomorrah, completely destroying the cities, the inhabitants, and the surrounding plain. Then the Lord rained down burning sulfur on Sodom and Gomorrah from the Lord out of the heavens. Thus he overthrew those cities and the entire plain, destroying all those living in the cities, and also the vegetation in the land. Genesis 19, verses 24 to 25. This devastating event serves as a stark demonstration of divine judgment against unrepentant sin. In a decisive act of judgment, the Lord unleashed burning sulfur upon the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah, a divine punishment that fell directly from the heavens. This catastrophic event not only obliterated the cities themselves, but also devastated the entire surrounding plain, leaving nothing untouched by its destructive force. All inhabitants, along with their dwellings, were consumed by this fiery rain. The desolation extended even to the vegetation of the land, illustrating the severity of divine judgment that befell these cities due to their grievous sins. As Lot, his wife and his 2 daughters flee the city, they are explicitly warned not to look back. As they reach safety, Lot's wife disregards this command and glances back toward the city. As a result of her disobedience and perhaps her lingering attachment to the sinful life she left behind, Lot's wife is instantly transformed into a pillar of salt. This dramatic transformation serves as a poignant warning against disobedience and the consequences of looking back longingly on a sinful past. Lot and his daughters end up living in a cave in the mountains. Fearing they are the last people on earth, his daughters get Lot drunk and sleep with him to preserve their family line. This results in the birth of Moab and Ben-Ammi, ancestors of the Moabites and Ammonites. Therefore, the story of Sodom and Gomorrah resonates as a timeless cautionary tale, emphasizing the consequences of moral decay and the transformative power of compassion. It serves as a reminder that individual choices can shape destinies and impact communities, highlighting the enduring significance of living with integrity and kindness. As we reflect on this narrative, it prompts us to consider the values we uphold in our own lives and societies, urging us towards paths of righteousness and empathy. And that concludes today's episode. We sincerely appreciate your presence. If you enjoyed our content, please consider hitting the like button, sharing it with your friends, and subscribing to our channel. Thank you for your support.